Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Sol Zero Mars Colonization. My name, of course, is Obita Potato, and today we are starting a brand new campaign, full of the knowledge that we learnt from playing through last time. We do have one population here, but I just had a little trial run. I was just playing through it in my spare time, but we are gonna do a brand new run. Okay, so what do we want to launch? In our first little rocket. I don't think we need a rover quite yet, even though that, in fact, that might be quite a good idea. Well, we definitely need an astronaut for sure. We also probably don't need a forklift, so we're not going to take one of those. What else do we really need? Well, an astronaut needs 1 kilogram of water per sol, which means they're going to need 130. Yeah, 130 minimum, and then 2 kilograms of food. So that's 240 kilograms at least worth of food. We'll take 260 just to be on the safe side. In fact, yeah, we'll take 270 just to round that up to 6,500, and the rest I feel should be in supply crates. 8 supply crates. 8 supply crates is quite a lot, and then an extra little bit of water. I think that's probably all right. Yeah, let's take an extra 20 kilos of water and launch with that. And since this is the very first episode of a brand new series, we're gonna watch the rocket launch. And wow, that is magnificent. You know, that's a sight that never tires me. Even though it is animated, it still instills a sense of pride within me to know that the human race has actually left the planet, both in reality and in this little video game that I am playing. But anyway, that's not too much of a problem. Let's think about this. Where do we actually want to land? Well, we've got quite a large area to play with. I think our main base is definitely going to be down here somewhere. So we're probably going to want to put our rocket down here, or our lander down there, should I say? Okay, that's awesome. That's really, really good. Let's get you out, and let's get these crates off. First of all, of course, we're going to build a pallet, because a pallet is just great, because it means we can store all our crates on this pallet. Okay, lovely. Something we need to establish much quicker than we did last time. We need to get colonists here ASAP, basically. This is because without colonists, our station falls apart, and that became very, very clear to me very, very quickly. So I would like to be getting colonists here on, well, basically as soon as we have a launch pad. That's pretty much my intention. We need to have the capacity to get colonists here, all 4 of them, as soon as, you know, we have a launch pad. That's pretty much essential for me. Okay, let's see what we're going to build off first. Water, we obviously have no idea where water is at the moment. We could start constructing a solar array, and I think a solar array would be at home over there. Yeah, you just go ahead and walk through the lander. That's not an issue at all. So we can get a basic power supply up and running as soon as possible. That's pretty high on the priority list. So we've got that. So now we have 6 kilowatt hours of electricity, or of kilowatt hours. That's yeah, electricity, I think, or power. Maybe it's power. I think it's power. Yeah, because watts is what measures power. Anyway, let's get away from the physics and back to the game. Habitat. Yeah, we do sort of want a habitat. Well, let's think about this. Let's think about this. Each colonist will consume 2 per day. So we need to get a rover here next time. We need rover, supply crates, food, amongst a couple of other things, actually. Well, actually, let's just have a wee look at what we actually want to do. We've got a large area that we've got. However, we do have a lot of boulders and craters and stuff. Well, not craters so much, but we do have boulders around here. So I would like to get rid of them before we expand in amongst them, because if they just get trapped, then we'll end up wasting space, and that's just nobody's idea of a good time. So we're probably going to want to get a a launch pad before we start expanding down to this sort of area, so we don't have to worry about, you know, about wasting space in boulders and such like. But as soon as the next launch day swings around, we're definitely going to get a rover. And the reason we want to get a rover is because we want to start scouting locations where water is, because water is obviously going to be very, very important for us, as we are going to. Oh, a meteor? What? Well, that's okay. If it's up there, then please, yeah, by all means. Go on, continue meteor striking. I'm fine with that. No, back to business. Yeah, as I was saying, we'll definitely be wanting to set up a cryo tank or whatever it is. Yeah, a cryo tank for water as soon as possible, because we'll need to we'll need water. We need water to sustain colonists here. It's the only way to really do it. And then farms as well. Farms, I've been told, are more efficient because they only cost one supply crate. Yeah, that is true, but they also cost a little bit more water. However, water isn't too much of an issue once you've got, you know, a lot of water coming in from the cryo tanks. Also, geothermal plants are really, really cool. They're a bit more efficient than solar power. Not by much though, but the time that you spend cleaning geothermal plants is very rare. However, with solar panels, it is horrendously frequent. So we don't really want to be going down that line too far. We want to get geothermal stuff up and running as soon as we can. Yeah, that's not too much of a problem actually. I think we can probably afford to stick it in 2x speed, just because we've not got much to do before we actually launch the second rocket. We'll probably put the second rocket down over here somewhere, I think. We don't really need to worry about fueling these up until we have rovers discovering methane deposits, which will be handy, and don't get me wrong, is one of our priorities, but at the same time, it's not a huge deal. So we can click on this red button and we can go back to Earth and we can launch our second rocket. Now the second rocket is quite important. We want a rover. We don't want another astronaut. We want another 240 kilograms of food, and we want another 120 kilograms of water. Yes, that is correct. And the rest we're just going to fill with supply crates. That enough? 8 supply crates? 7 supply crates. Oh yeah, because the rover weighs 200 kilograms. That's not ideal, but we should be fine. We will probably take an extra. Yeah, we'll probably take an extra 20 kilograms of water. Why not? And then we'll launch off. And you know what? We're gonna skip this launch just because we can. Might as well, so we can get back to Mars quicker, which means that that's more playing time, and I do like some Mars exploring adventure stuffy happening, so that's awesome. Where did I say we were gonna put it down? Did I say over here? Yes, I did say over here. Astronaut.
Copy.
Get the rover out. Rover exploring. We'll give you a route. We'll give you, say, over here. Yeah, go and explore there, because if we could find a water deposit over there, then that would be very, very helpful indeed for us. You've discovered clay. That's not hugely useful for us, I must say. It's good that you've discovered it, but at the same time, I would much prefer if you found water. So please do that. You can build another pallet. Yep, that's awesome. Pallet there. And let's get you transporting the crates over here. It's going to take a long time, so we'll speed you up. 2x speed. Ice! Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. That's exactly what we need. This is it. Because as soon as we can get water, we stop being dependent on Earth for our supplies of water. So that is perfect. That's really, really good, actually. Let's see how many cryo tanks we can actually fit on that. We want one over here. Yeah, let's put one over there. Start construction on that. Double time, please. And so that's a lot of clay as well that we've got over there, which is nice. You can go back and you can finish the building. We only need 2 supplies, and then we can start building the extensive infrastructure that we need for colonists to survive on Mars. Yes, it's pretty important for us actually. You come back over here, please. Not discovered anything else of interest up there. Not even any methane. Methane would be pretty useful for us actually. Would be very, very, very handy. Okay, so we should now have positive water. Yes, we do. 9.1. That's crazy. That's really, really good. That's really, really important for our sustainability. Okay, build. We want you to build a greenhouse. Let's get a greenhouse up here. In fact, no, we can't build a greenhouse yet because we need to have the appropriate infrastructure first. I'm thinking, well, how big's a greenhouse going to be? If we start building the greenhouses down here, perhaps, then that means we just need to build a 4-way hallway here. Correct? I think that's right. I'm not entirely sure. That's probably a mistake, but hey ho. You're almost done with your route, aren't you? You might get stuck on that boulder. No, you'll just clip through it. That works for me too. Obviously, I'm happy if you wanted to do that, but hey ho. Okay. Let's just set you up another quick route over here. There we go. Yeah, that's awesome. That's fine. Okay, good. You come over here, pick up this crate. I know we could go all the way back to that lander over there, but that's not anybody's idea of fun. Okay, why can't you walk around there? I'll have to manually command you to do so. Pick up the crate. Yes, great, and build a greenhouse. Perfect. Awesome. That's really, really good. Methane. You've actually discovered methane. Where? Where's this methane? Is it in the mountain? Oh, that's useless. I hate it when it's in the mountain. That's just the worst. Where are we going to put our oxygen generation? I'm not entirely sure. But we want to get a good few greenhouses set up before the colonists come. That's pretty much an essential because we don't want to be in a food deficit. That is nobody's idea of a good time. Yeah, that's just not good. Okay, we've got 1 greenhouse, which means we are even on food, which means we can start expanding. Unfortunately, we'll need to build another solar panel. I don't like building solar panels because they are so temperamental. Wow, look at this. This is good news. This is really good news for us. Wow, this is methane galore. We are not going to have any shortage of methane in the future. That's really, really good. That's something that we can probably exploit really, really soon. Actually, solar panels need maintenance. Wow, that's just great, isn't it? That is just bloody fantastic. And that puts us on -2 kilowatt hours, and that's just not good. Go fix this up here. Fix, repair. Copy. I don't see you doing any work. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, now let's get another hallway set up, and then we'll probably be ready to launch our next rocket. Actually, so that'll be nice. That will be very, very nice indeed. Another hallway. Okay, that's good. And then after that, we can get another greenhouse. I'm not sure how much food colonists take per day. I'm not entirely sure what they demand. It's time to launch another rocket. Let's launch it right now. We're gonna do it. Definitely. And we could get another rover, and that might be an idea, but I don't think we want to. Colonists. How much food do colonists require per day? 1 kilogram of food and 1 kilogram of water per sol. Okay, so that effectively means we need to have a positive water and positive food supply of 4 in each. That's going to be pretty easy to do, I think, but at the same time, it's going to be a little bit annoying. We're going to want to take, to be honest, we don't need to take any food or water. We can just max out on supply crates, I think. In fact, what if we take some supply crates and then we take a forklift? That might not be the worst idea in the world. I know this is actually pretty early to be taking a forklift, but at the same time, I think it's probably an investment because we're going to need it really, really soon. And it takes a long time for the astronaut to do all the stuff that I want him to do. So better get a forklift up there. Means we can complete buildings at a much faster pace, and we can also we can also move materials from place to place as well. That's also very important. Rocket can touch down over here. Yep, that's fine. Now, what we're actually probably going to do is get you out, and you've still got 4 crates in over there, so that's fine.
Command.
Let's get another... Yep, you come over here. Let's get another greenhouse set up. That's next on the agenda. So hopefully we can have positive 4 food and positive 4 water. Okay, greenhouse here. That's great, and then we'll just stick you on automate, and you'll just go and complete that for us. That's pretty good.
Over.
Okay, so now we're in 2 food and 2 water. Obviously there is no oxygen in this colony. That's not a problem for us. We can support 6 people though, and we will very, very soon indeed. However, I think the next priority is probably methane, so we don't have a build-up of these spaceships around the place. Let's turn on the graph and see how we can maximize our methane usage. Yeah, let's stick one. A little bit of glitch in there. Let's stick one over here. Okay, and then you will finish it. Come on, keep exploring, please. Keep exploring. Come on. I don't like how I have to set out this route for you every single time, because I really cannot be bothered. Every single time we launch a rocket. Typical. Okay, there we go. That's good enough for now. That is good enough. And you have finished that, so that's awesome. What are you doing? What are you even doing? What are you even doing, buddy? I don't understand. Okay, so it looks like we just need one more farm, and that'll be good enough to support the colony. And after that, we just need to build a habitat, and then we'll be sorted. So it looks like at the start of the very next episode, we will be able to bring our first colonist, or maybe not the start, but maybe midway through the next episode, we will be able to start bringing colonists after we have successfully built a launch pad. I really can't wait for that. That'll be really, really good because obviously I like launching the big rockets. They're much cooler than just the small rockets, even though the small rockets themselves are pretty cool. But the big rockets are something else. They are really the bee's knees. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed the video, then please remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.